All right, time to take a look at the Kauplus 3-piece pliers set. Well packaged, so that's good. And then packaged inside the packaging. Okay. So we got rubber handles, and they are not turning or rotating or pulling off, so I really like that. And there is no gap in that blade. So that's awesome. You can kind of see a reflection, but you're not seeing through it. Great. All right, so nice side cutters. So the needle nose. Now this is one of the tools that I use most of the time, needle nose pliers. And the main reason is because I'm working in panels a lot, where I either have to grab a nut or something like that, and I would hold that on one side and then thread in the bolt on the other. And having this really nice, long, and real thin needle nose pliers, this is gonna really help for that. And it feels like, this is one of the things I'm noticing about this set so far. This feels really sturdy, like it feels heavy, it feels dense, it feels like really good metal, so I do like that a lot. So the jaw has nice teeth on it, so that's going to be great for gripping, especially if I'm trying to hold a nut or something like that. But it's also going to be important if I'm trying to pull a plastic plug that a wire's on. I'm going to be able to grab that and then put some pressure on it, but not so much that I crush it, and then those teeth are going to help to really hold on to it so I can pop it out. So I like that. And it's got a blade on here, and it also has a nut holder right here. So we've got a slight gap right here for holding larger components if you need to. And then here, we got the lineman pliers. And these are nice, big, heavy-duty pliers. So I like that. These aren't the little tiny ones. Like I've got some of the little tiny ones, and I do really like them, actually. I think they're great. But sometimes you need something beefy like this. And the main reason I would use something like this is if I'm going to be doing some kind of work with a 14 or a 12 or a thicker gauge wire. So the primary reason that I use these is for twisting these wires together. If I try to do it by hand, it would kill my fingers. So with this, I can use the end of this jaw because it's nice and wide, and I can grab both wires and I can twist them together. And that way I have really nice solid contact. Now it does have some teeth marks on here, but that's okay. I mean, it's going to do that because there's teeth on there, but it really needs that to grab it. But the main benefit of this is that this isn't going to come off. So if you try to put a wire nut, like most people do, where they just put two wires together and then put the wire nut on and twist it on, that's okay, but the wire nuts are not supposed to make mechanical connections. This is what you're supposed to do if you're going to be tying wires together. Then put a wire nut on, and then you're done. So if you see somebody with lineman pliers and you want to know if they work, just take a look at the jaw. If you see a bunch of copper on there, then you know that they actually do work. These are high leverage, so I mean, you can get a lot of pressure on here if you put your hand down low, and because the point is right here. So if you need to cut something that's really thick, you can throw it in there and it will snap through it, no problem. And on top of that, we have this right here. We got a crimper built in. So that's awesome. I love seeing that. And then right here, we have the fish tape puller. So if you're pulling fish tape through conduit, you can grab onto it with that, and you can get a really good grab, and you can yank that fish tape through the conduit. Again, good teeth on here. And this is one of those things where you hope you never really have to do it, but if you pull wire through conduit enough, you know eventually you're going to need to use these things. So here I got a stainless steel screw. So this is still steel, but stainless steel is a little bit softer, so cutting through it with this should not be an issue. Yep, cuts right through it. So you can see it scrapes some of the corrosion proofing material off, but the blade is still in good condition. Can't see through it. So, good blade. So, the needle nose pliers, like, let's see. See, if you got a good blade on these things, you should be able to just, yep, strip that right off. Nice. Nice and clean, nice and easy. So if you're going to be doing any kind of electrical work or electrician work, everything in here you're going to use. And if I could cut through that screw with this, then cutting through it with this is going to be twice as easy. So yeah, pretty cool set.